Oh,
what's up, everyone?
Rise and shine.
I know, right? It's turned into like a 3-day sweat from a 2.
What are we doing? What are we sweating right now?
Second in the 4K milli for 200K. If Rory wins, I win 200. Spawn wins, I win 70. So,
did you Texas hedge?
I wish I Texas hedge. I bet Spawn for a bit. Yeah, I think it's kind of right. You never really get a hedge opportunity in DFS, like a true one, as to where it's like a binary outcome.
What's the playoff format? 17, 18?
16, 17, 18. 3-hole aggregate.
So they're on 16. I just turned it on right now. I just pulled up.
Yeah, they're on 16 here.
Okay.
Wish we could get video for you guys, but PGA is...
We'll be shut down. We'll be shut down in a Texas second.
Yeah, PGA would probably send a SWAT team over to Lexington for you.
This is McElroy. This is for his what? Catch me up.
This is for Eagle.
Ooh. Oh. So
Spawn has like what, 18 for par or 18 for bird, something like that.
3-hole aggregate though, correct?
Yeah.
This would be a huge push if he gets.
Damn, he left a lot on that.
You're ahead of me. You see, that's the thing with the green speed yesterday before the rain delay, then after the rain delay, and now this morning. It's just been. Listen, I'm not a pro golfer, but I imagine it's really hard to acclimate to once the ground gets a different, firmness or wetness.
Yeah, I mean,
because Rory was missing a lot of putts late.
He missed that 5-footer on what, 15?
Mm-hmm.
And then the 10. He had a really bad chip on 16 to leave himself like 10 feet. Like that should have been. That should have been like a tap in from there.
Yep, and then the collar on 17, tough putt, still missed. I mean, he had a putt on 17 and 18 that he could have bogeyed.
Yeah, I thought he missed that one on 18 at the end of the round. And then I also thought Spawn hit his.
AP says it all comes down to 17 in this wind. What's the wind, AP?
It's pretty strong. This is the strongest it's been.
And in the morning.
Spawn almost put his second shot in the water here like 5 minutes ago.
You have to think that Spawn is now feeling it after a night of staying awake, right?
Yeah, one of my friends texted me yesterday, and he's like, I think Spawn would get it if they were able to finish last night, but like with the whole night in between, like gives Rory a mental advantage. Yeah,
it's all about how your body reacts to your brain, and you're feeling it in the moment there. Now he's got to think about it. He's going to miss this way short.
Like, Rory was looking super uncomfortable putting. We'll see if he hits this, but.
So he's going to par this, Spawn.
Spawn will par. Rory has this for bird.
That was a pretty mediocre putt from Spawn. A little nervy.
I mean, I don't. Rory, you can tell that like he's the one that's going to take the fight to him at the start. Like, just by how aggressive he is off the tee, and you can't really do that on 17. But like he was super aggressive with that first putt, and like Spawn left it short.
But I was thinking about this as I was coming in. So walking through an optimal build this week, let's wait for Rory's putt. 3 feet.
The optimal build was, like, to me, super obvious. It was like Scheffler, Morikawa, Michael Kim, Aaron Rai, and then Phil in the last 2.
But then it turned out to be one stud player, Max. No Scheffler, no Kim.
Nice putt, Roars. I'm going to grab a beer for St. Patrick's Day.
You're so ahead of me.
What are you watching? YouTube TV?
Yeah, but I'm in Kentucky, so it's like a 15-second delay.
You can like take off that second. There's a way to like enable it.
So if you just tuned in, Bryce is third schlong is sweating the FanDuel 200K and a DK 100K. I think in the 4-4-4-4.
Yeah, so it's DraftKings for 200 and
another site that I don't know about.
Yeah, that one will hold regardless, just because everyone there has Rory and Spawn together. The guy in front of me, I'm currently in third. The guy in front of me has Spawn and no Rory, and the guy behind me has Spawn and no Rory. I have both.
If you were to tell me, like, without knowing where you are positionally, that you had a Batia, Spawn, Rory lineup and a 6-6, I'd be like, you're probably 60 ahead of the field right now.
Yeah. This one guy like just blew away the field. He's up like 50. I think his team finished like 5th in the $25.
What does he have, Glover and Walker?
It was my team 2v2.
Okay.
He had Morikawa and Rai for my Scheffler and Damon.
You know, I was thinking, we were talking to Discord this weekend. I don't know if anyone's going to hit the Eagle threshold. Do you? For the DraftKings 25 million crown bonus? Were there 8 Eagles this week?
No.
That you could put on a team? So 2 guys have to get 2 or more.
I had 2 Eagles on my good team. I don't think anyone got multiple Eagles.
I think there's got to be a carryover.
Yeah.
There's the wind right there. So you're hitting into the wind on 17.
Yeah, where'd they put? Do they have the pins from yesterday? I assume.
Well, I assume that. I'm just gonna assume it and then say it and then pretend it's true. But I would assume.
Yeah, they got the same pins. I mean, you just put this middle of the green and kind of let it trickle down.
This will test every
Easier
nerve
said than
of
done.
JJ Spawn right here.
It'll test every nerve that Rory has. I don't necessarily trust him at all.
Yeah, but he knows he's Rory at the end of the day. It's St. Pat. If Rory loses on St. Patrick's Day, what does that say?
That Northern Ireland lost the war against Ireland. Not to get into like biblical shit. 10 shots in this win. How many times do you think you hit the green? I think 4 for me. God, I'm not hitting this green.
What is it? 130 into the wind.
130 into the wind. I mean,
his club's 9-iron. He was hitting 9-iron 180 yesterday.
Yeah,
I mean, short, but he was hitting it.
I hit my 9 like 160, so I would probably hit that here.
Splash. Don't tell me what happens. Just tell me what happens because you're ahead of me. That looks like a good shot. That looks like a good shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. He's dry.
Yeah, I mean, he has a stroke lead. You know, it's hard to if you.
Spawn's going to have to fire at this pin.
Yeah, he has to fire at the pin, and he has to go for it on 18. You know, 18's not. There was one birdie all day yesterday.
Rory birdied it all 3 days prior to yesterday, and
I think that pin location. I think that pin location at the back of the green is so hard on 18. The only one of the leaders that came close, like obviously Spawn hit a good putt there. But
this is the different Andrew Peterson.
Yeah,
AP. The difference is
both APs
when people say, "Well, I can shoot 72 at Augusta," sure. I mean, maybe a lot of scratches could do it. I'm talking about right now. What could you do in front of 40,000 for the players on camera in a playoff against Rory? It's much. Yeah, I mean, like that's the difference.
You look at the creator content, like event they did. You know, that's your average 16 handicapper.
Yeah, and what did Trent shoot? 27 over. Oh, that's a little. Oh, fade it, baby.
Something like that. Oh,
ball game.
Roars.
There it is. You can tell by the short putt on 16. It's over. He's surprised. Don't be surprised. Just look at Roy just walking away. See ya. Well, congrats, man.
Yeah, that was pretty easy.
This is where you're trying to pretend that you don't know it's long, but it's long. John Michael Spawn. Did it even touch the green?
No.
It just airmailed it.
That was kind of anticlimactic, but you know, I'll take that.
let's talk through this build this week because we were mentioning that. So ultimately, then it was one stud, fade Scheffler, fade Kim.
Yeah, Scheffler was on my team just because the rest of it was like the stone nuts, like Spawn, Rory, Akshay. You're not going to do any better than that.
No, you're not. I would imagine that. What's the salary floor then for this week on an optimal lineup? I mean, you got Akshay, you've got Spawn, you've got one stud, you got Danny Walkers, Lucas Glovers. Spawnsy Seam can't get it done. Listen, it's a tough. He didn't sleep much last night, and he's tense. He's got to face Rory in a playoff in the 5th major. Look at Rory. He knows he's the alpha dog, Bryce.
Yeah. Yes, he does. I mean, it's great for golf if Rory's good.
Yeah, especially if Scheffler's backsliding a little bit. Yeah. Which I think he might be.
I mean, it's hard to keep up that level that
Rory winning 2 majors this year. Well, let's do a chalk prediction at the Masters in the Millie. I mean, he's going to be
what? I mean, it all depends on pricing. Like, I kind of like being over on Rory this week, just because
no one likes playing Rory.
Well, and at that price, you're just going to get sandwiched. Like, everyone up there is just going to buy up to Scheffler.
Yeah.
Rory had worse odds than Morikawa, who is $1,000 cheaper.
So do you think now, with no tournaments in between, that they're going to play? They may play Houston. Do you think now Rory is?
I think Scotty would play Houston. I'm not sure about Rory.
I don't know if Rory typically does.
I don't think he does, but all those guys from Texas play it.
So do you think Rory surpasses Scheffler now in price based on just this week? You think his odds are lower?
Yeah.
And I think he's just as heavily owned.
I mean,
think about it.
Scheffler's going to be what? Like, any tournament he plays 7-1, and Rory would be 10-1, probably.
So probably a 12-1, 11-9 type deal, but pretty close.
Yeah, I would think so.
Imagine he holds this.
Not even close.
Oh, man, this is ugly. I wonder if he can just say,
concede.
Can you just concede at this point? You can't concede, just in case. Rory better. Yeah, Rory will take iron off 18 for sure. All right, so I'd say Rory's going to get. God, he's going to command so much ownership at the Masters, and then he's going to go 8 off hole 1. How do you feel, Bryce?
Feels good, man. It's nice, easy sweat.
Is that the Onyx Tiffany bracelet?
Yeah, it is.
You're a jewelry.
I got it instead of a watch. I got it instead of a watch. I just didn't really like the watch selection.
So what was the build? Tell people what it was this week.
Scheffler, Rory, Akshay, Poston, Spawn, Damon.
That's the winner?
That was my team. The winner.
That was your winner, right?
Yeah.
Damon really was clutch for you. In multiple cores this week on Run Pure Sports, Joel Damon came through in the clutch.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he played pretty bad, but he had that one miracle round where he made the cut.
And shot, and the cut being -1. Close.
The cut was extremely close there. I would have preferred Rye to miss the cut just because this was by far my best team.
Someone late bogeyed. Oh, it was Toasty. Toasty won you this money. It was a Toasty bogey or missed putt that pushed the line definitively to -1 or kept it.
So
at
Damon
-1.
made the cut at 2.
He was 2, so he was okay.
He was still okay.
Were you all 2s then in terms of your cut, in terms of your players?
Poston was 3, I think.
Man, you might have wanted a -2 cut.
And then everyone else would have wanted, I wanted a -2 cut. And then everyone else was up there.
Let's see this through with Spawn. Come on, JJ. Oh boy. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's laying 4. So he's probably down for a triple. So he's 4 back.
Yeah, he'll be 3 or 4 back here.
Do they even have live lines on this yet anymore?
I mean, Rory's what, minus? You could probably get Spawn at plus 20 zillion. You know, Rory's just going to take an iron off the tee on 18 like he did yesterday.
Where's Rory here? How many feet?
Looks like what? 25?
Uh-huh.
Something like that. I don't have it pulled up.
Just in my head, do the callers appear longer this year around the green on 17 than they used to be? I thought a lot more balls spun off. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think there was as many water shots this year. Oh, he almost made that.
Oh, a little.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Well,
What
keep your
that?
cameras on, boys.
Okay, Rory. See, I don't trust Rory either.
No, he could pull an iron off the tee on 18. Now, Rory was pretty good in these comeback putts yesterday.
Yes, he was.
Rory's -50. Is Rory -50,000 now? Gosh, he must have been double that a second ago.
The 2-stroke lead, assuming. I mean, it's off the board.
Rory has to do nothing and win this, but it does make it at least a little more interesting. It does make it worth seeing the tee shot in 18.
Yeah, it does.
Well, that was your perfect hedge opportunity, and instead you're on the live stream. I like your backdrop now.
Thank you. I'm just in my main room. It's where I sit when I watch TV. Or my couch.
Oops.
All Spawn had to do was just not hand it to him.
So he triples there.
Triple.
So he's down 4 right now.
Yep. Putt pending for Rory.
Spawn, making that putt right there would have been a lot better for you.
Yeah, I mean, hitting the green would have.
Just hit the green, dude. You airmailed it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Rory misses this putt. I haven't looked at the app yet. Rory miss. Have you seen? Did you see it live yet?
No, I haven't
Make
seen
miss.
it yet.
Call it make miss.
I think he misses this.
Yeah, same. Miss.
Yep.
Okay. So 3 shots for Spawn.
Yeah, I mean, Rory just needs to not get wet, and he wins.
And Spawn needs an eagle.
He needs to albatross.
Think of it there. If Spawn had just made that for double, he'd only be 2. Not only be, but still.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get how he airmailed the green that hard. Like, you have to be practicing that shot in your warm. Like, that's the one shot in your warm-ups that you're gonna be practicing a million times.
Into the wind.
Into the wind.
It's like, adrenaline, bro.
Just
That's
don't
why
go
I say,
long.
like an amateur golfer in that moment, it's like, well, I can hit the green, 7 or 10 times. No,
yeah, these guys are some of the best in the world, and he can't.
He can't. Look at the crowds that came back. It's pretty wild. Rory's kind of doing a little bit of Tiger swagger right now. He's not even looking at him, not even paying attention to him. He's kind of mean mugging a little bit. People in Discord hate when we call Rory alpha, but he's got driver. He's got driver price.
Well, I think if you hit a driver, that's the one thing you can't hit into the water.
Oh, he's the best driver maybe perhaps ever. So
yeah, well, I mean, if you're gonna go, you go long into the trees.
That's a driver, yes. This is really interesting. He's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna step on it. Don't give me a reaction because you're ahead of me. I'm not gonna look at your eyes because I can tell what the shot's gonna be. I'm gonna cover you up. Oh, it's right. He pushed it way right. What? Oh, no.
That's about as right as you can go.
That's about as right as you can go. And you're probably tree jarred right there. Why would he make this more difficult than it is? Jesus, Rory. Yes, AP. What? All right, Spawn.
What if Spawn goes in the water again?
No, it's gonna be center stripe. Oh no, he'd flared it too. That's awful. Where is dude?
This is just a comedy of errors.
Nice look at his driver face. Nah, it ain't the driver face. He said, check this out. I can go right. Yeah. At least make it interesting, Spawn. Just put your 3-wood out there. Wiley, how many books of these have Bryce read? I'm gonna say 30% of them.
It's 0. These are all my wife's on this shelf.
Oh, okay.
The one above probably have.
All right, so that's it. Well, not that's it. We can still watch it. How do you feel right now? Do you actually feel uncomfortable about this?
No, I feel tired. Anything.
Were you kind of just enjoying it last night?
Not really. I went out to dinner with my wife. Came back home, went to bed. I was sweating it harder on like Saturday when all my guys were fucking up.
Scheffler was really disappointing for you. Scheffler on 18 when he bogeyed.
Yeah. And then Akshay yesterday was just
could not make a putt.
He could not make a putt at the end.
That's what I'm saying about these broomstick guys who semi-anchor. I mean, Akshay's as close. I didn't want to say it in the chat because I know you had him, but he's as close to anchoring as anyone on tour. Maybe Glover. But
yeah,
if you can't make putts with all that dramatic stuff, again, not a pro golfer. Why are you doing it?
Yeah, I mean, I hate that. This aim point stuff is out of control too. It just takes forever.
Pretty sure Wiley's. Yeah. How many ladders have I used? We've used them a lot because the ceilings in this office are pretty high, and we got to change the air filters. So there's that. Pretty sure Wiley's an honorary Hardy Boy with his ladder collection. Yes. Well, there's the mini one. Who got me this? I forget who got. One of the Discord members got me this.
I like the mini ladder.
Yeah. Oh, I thought this was live right now.
No, I thought that was in yesterday.
No. Maybe it was Joe Ruff who got me that. Brody, it's Brady McFootball. That's right. Brady McFootball got me that. Is it big or is it small? Hey, Bryce. No, this is from. What's that from? What movie is that from?
You're gonna have to tell me.
Casino. That is the bat they beat Joe Pesci with in the cornfield at the end of the movie.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's from the movie set. Go look at the clip.
How much is that worth?
I don't know.
It has to be worth like a lot.
It's all foam, but that's what it is.
I never knew you had that.
Yeah. I actually found it.
It's a great movie.
Not too recently.
Where did you find it?
Wiley, Spencer's high, by the way. Wiley, forgot to tell you I smoked up Spawn and he had a bad trip and couldn't sleep. Yeah, I figured that. I figured it was all you. You did Bryce a service.
He did God's work.
Who's first? It's gonna be Spawn for sure.
Yeah.
You did or Spawn did? There's no way John Michael did. John Michael's pure as the wind-driven snow. His swing is so pure.
What if Spawn goes in the water again here?
He won't. Perfect, right there. He's clean. I don't know how close he is, but he's clean. They didn't fix any of the divots. They fixed nothing. The course is the same as yesterday. Just left it exactly the same.
Is that like a rule? I can't.
I'd imagine that the course has to be exactly as you would play it yesterday. Yes, that was pretty. He's not taking any chances. He's not Justin Thomasing.
No.
Look at that wind, Bryce.
It's whipping.
Would you say it's a 25 mile an hour, 26?
Yeah, I mean, if Spawn had that gust on 17, he would have been perfect.
God. You know who I like this week? He was in your lineup. A lot of people withdrew from the Valspar, but I like JT Poston this week a lot.
I like Poston and like guys like him and Akshay that like always fall in that 7K tier where it's like they're upside players with like low floors that no one wants to play that all like always have in GPPs for the most part. Like
plus they just know how to score.
Exactly. They have DK scoring upside.
It's like what Russell Henley was at 7,300. You always play Russell Henley, as Mark says. Which,
I love that dog.
But now he's just a little expensive, and he won, and probably adrenaline kicking.
He's a lot expensive now.
He's chalky and expensive. But guys like JT Poston, they just have all elements of their game to score, and he's trending up. And Valspar Copperhead is a really tough course. Players hate Copperhead, though. They hate going there.
I'm surprised that like anyone would play the tournament. Like if you're like a big name guy.
Keith Mitchell said it's the worst food on tour. That's why he doesn't like going.
Why don't you just, Keith Mitchell, you have enough money to bring a chef.
That looks good. Is it long enough?
Barely.
Oh, man. It's that 70, 80 footer that Rory had yesterday. Rory just needs to putt this from there, from 150 yards. Just keep he cannot lose.
Yep.
Yesterday he hit 9-iron here, 180.
Yeah, he left it so short. I mean, that's like the shot you want here, though.
He had to figure yesterday he probably wanted -13. He certainly didn't want -11.
Yep.
Missing the birdie on 16 was huge for him. 139. Nah, he didn't have 9-iron yesterday here. Just making shit up at this point. That's a good shot.
That's a great shot.
That's what they call ball game. I just made that up, but that's ball game.
Yeah. I mean, all he had to do was not go in the water.
Yeah, but as good as you could ask for. You cannot get better than that.
Spawn's going to shoot, 5 over par in 3 holes?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to bogey. This could be 4. I mean, at best, he's down in 2 on this putt.
Yeah.
At best.
So
Rory wins the second tournament. He wins the Players.
Rory's let me down so many times over the year.
He's going to come into the Masters with all that pressure. He knows his window's closing to win it. He's got Scotty Scheffler that he has to battle. I don't think there's going to be a better time where he's going to come into Augusta with more momentum. Scotty's a little bit backsliding. He's got to know that this is it. I mean, this is one of his – he's 36 now.
Yeah, I mean –
the young man's game.
He can play a while, but, at some point, all that stress is going to take a toll on his body. We play so – I mean, it's much more controlled than, Tiger, but, eventually your body breaks down.
No one is better suited for Augusta than him right now, who has not won. But feels like he's kind of Greg Normaning a little bit.
If the PGA Tour could rig it for anyone, they would rig it for him.
To win a green jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was interesting, the comment by Phil. I thought it was a pretty deliberate dig at Scotty that he won't win a tournament before the 2025 Ryder Cup.
Phil's just turned into this megalomaniac asshole.
He's just well, I don't know if he has not always been that way, but
it's showing a lot more now when he's
right. I mean, if anything's going to motivate Scotty to dog walk everyone at Augusta, it's going to be that, and those two are going to have to sit with each other at the Masters dinner. That's going to be short. That's going to be way short. He should let Rory go.
I would just concede. Can you concede in this thing?
No. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a way you can just pick up your ball and leave.
Yeah.
But it's not match play. How many luck of the Irish or Irish euphemisms have they been loading up on NBC for the last 12 hours?
Way too many.
Was it Steve Sands? It's not Jim Nance. Nance would have had them already preloaded. What are they going to say? What are they going to say when he wins about Irish and Rory? That should be the bet.
They should. I mean, he should 100% make a Northern Ireland versus Ireland comment, but they're not going to.
Up with the Irish, and someone shoots him.
Yeah, some crazy IRA member.
Made it. Nope. God, he makes life so difficult. Remember these putts, Bryce. Remember these putts from the rain delay on. How many did he make?
It's not like Rory. It's not like Rory played well.
Remember those putts at Augusta
Spawn
National.
just gave it to him.
Yeah.
These guys are both gutless.
He'll be 45% owned. And he's going to miss those putts. That's the key.
Yeah, I'm never over Rory when he's that high owned, and I'm never under him when he's like 10% like he is this week.
That's right. And Ludwig is going to come in there and steal it.
What happened to Aberg this week? Did he just
miss this one? Made it. Did Spawn even putt? No, I just think he'd let it go.
No. Rory's probably like, let me just close this out here.
Did Spawn even putt, or do we miss that?
Either they didn't show it or he didn't putt. I'm going to guess he didn't putt.
Yeah, because there's no way he could win if Spawn, if Rory closes it out.
Yeah. All right. Well,
there you go.
That was fun.
Congrats. You didn't putt. That's gutless. Always remember that, John Michael.
Always remember when Spawn would have shot 7 over but didn't want a 5 putt.
Yeah, he just didn't. He technically doesn't have a score.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Good. Congrats.
Thank you.